everybody, it's me again, and yes, I'm about to work on yet another Halloween project, but this one is actually for a swap that I'm in with Muriel, and I wanted to show you the items before I start working on them. Now, Muriel and I had decided to do a Halloween swap just after our last swap. What did we do? Oh yes, we did the altered bags. Gosh, I can't remember anything anymore. So we'd agreed on also doing a Halloween swap, and in the end, we both agreed on doing a dress form for Halloween. She had seen that I had picked up these at AC Moore, so she wanted to go ahead and do that. So I asked her if she wanted both of us to do it, so one for each. So we agreed on the dress form for Halloween, and before she brought that up, I was going to make her a little shadow box because she's the first time we talked about it, she just said for me to choose what to make, and surprise her. So I was going to do a little shadow box, and that's why I had bought two of these little houses. I already used one with my digital papers. So I wanted to use my little bottles that I picked up on Tuesday morning and just do a little, some kind of a scene in there for Halloween. So she brought this up, and I really wanted to do that as well. So I decided, actually, it just occurred while I was taking a shower, why don't I put them together somehow? So I'm going to make a dress form shadow box for Halloween. It's going to be a witch, and this is where my little book comes in that I had already created and shared with you. I did want to have a book, an interactive book, so that you can actually pull out, you can actually write in it if you want. So this is going to be going in here. I might be using some of these small match boxes. I might make like a couple of drawers or something, or another book. And I'm going to use my little bottles to make little witches potions. So witches potions, a little spell book, and here I'll do something else. So I'm just going to try to figure out how to connect these two. I might just chisel out some of this to get it in there. Otherwise, I could just wedge some stuff, but you're not going to see it. I am going to put a lot of fabric here, make her a really supple, gorgeous dress, and, just make her look like a witch somehow. She doesn't have a head, so it's going to be hard. But, yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I just wanted you to see how they look. Now, this particular shadow box I mentioned last time, I had gotten two. They actually had bigger ones than the last one that I used, but I got the two smaller ones, and this one was only like $1 something at Joann's. And again, this is from AC Moore, but I'm sure they have these at Michael's and Joann's too. So I don't remember exactly what I paid, but I'm sure I paid $1 or less. When I did get it at AC Moore, I used coupons and discounts and everything. So, and then these are from the Dollar Tree. Okay, and then I just made this. So I have everything I needed. I've been picking that up little by little. So that's what I'm going to do next. So again, I just wanted you to see how everything looked like before. I'll probably pop back in when it is attached so that you can see how that looks, and I'll explain that and then continue with it. So I shall return. So I just wanted to show you what I've done so far. I have cut a chunk out of this poor lady's body so that it will nestle here. I still have to work at it a little bit just so it would fit a little better, as you could see. But I just used a craft blade and started cutting away. My blade only went not half of this, so once I got it all in all the way around with the blade, I just kind of pulled this off really hard, and it came right off. Made a little mess there, but it's working out. So I'm just going to trim a little more here, and then it should fit so that I can create. And this already looks like the shape of a, like a dress part. So it's going to come out awesome. So I just wanted you to see how that's coming out so far so you can get an idea. Okay, just a real quick share if you're planning on trying this out and you've never done it before. I've never done this before. I found the best way to cut off or shave off this styrofoam is by using a sand sander. Anyway, I just used this. I wanted a bigger sanding thing, like a piece of sandpaper. That's what I'm trying to say. But I couldn't find it in my husband's stash. So it took me a while, but I used this little one, and I just kept going at it. With my fingers, I first took off some bigger chunks, and then I went and sanded it down, which actually smoothed this out really nicely. And it actually helps so that now it sits a little better. It's not perfect, but since it's going to get filled with hot glue, I'm not worried about it. But now it fits nicely, and when I put it all together, and I'm going to paint it all as one color, probably black, I'm going to fill it with, you know, trims or decorations or something. So you're not going to see that on either side. So I just wanted you to see that, and, you know, just a quick little hint, because I've never done this before, but it worked pretty well, and it sanded it down and smoothed it, so all those little balls that usually come off of this kind of styrofoam are sanded down, and it's not going to come off anymore. So you know, I'll be safe with hot gluing this down and not worrying about the little things coming off. And I did do it over my trash cans so I wouldn't make a big mess, and I'm kind of just sanding down all these little sharp edges that are on here, just so it would look smooth before I paint it and glue it all together as one. Just a little tip that I'm learning as I go. I'll be back. I just wanted to show how it looks with glue. I just use hot glue. So I put a lot of hot glue in there and then filled in any gaps that I had. This is going to get painted over. See, it's so far really cool and very sturdy. So I'm getting there. So I'll be back. Okay, here here it is all painted. Excuse me. And I just used black acrylic paint, one coat. I'm going to be spritzing it with my gold spray soon. Well, glimmer mist. So I don't care that I see little speckles. Plus, this is going to get, all this is going to get covered up, and, you know, she's going to get dressed up. So I will be back. Okay, so my next step was to spray on this Tattered Angels Glimmer Mist, gilded gold, and I just put a lot. I just spritzed it over my trash can, and I got this really cool effect. So all over it, even the bottom. Okay, so I'm going to be done showing you what it looks like before decoration. The next thing is going to be fully decorated. Hey everybody, okay, so this is a very large project. I don't think I'll be able to show you with my webcam, so I'm just going to use my phone camera, and I got the light on, so here it is. This is the finished, oh wow, I still have to, there we go. The finished Dressform / Apothecary cabinet shadow box thingy that I made for the swap with Muriel, and I think I absolutely love it. It might be a little overdone, but I just love it. It's huge. I mean, look at my hand. It is huge. I don't even know where my ruler is, so I can, let's see. She stands an extra inch, so about 13 inches tall, and with her dress all fluffed up, it's 7 inches wide, but the actual box itself, it's only a couple of inches, 2 or 3 inches. For shipping purposes, sorry if it sounded loud, but for shipping purposes, I can smoosh down, you know, the dress and, you know, have a skinnier piece to pack and ship. So I hope this looks well, because, you know, the lighting on the camera is a little bright. So there it is. Just going to go slowly. You've already seen the pictures ahead of time. Oh, I love this thing so much. So that's the front. side view, the back, and this side. Love this fabric, and it's soft because it is that scarf material that I picked up for the Dollar Tree. So I'm just going to go ahead and try to explain, starting from the dress form itself. You already seen how it looked like before and what I did to it to make it this whole piece. On the very top of it, I just put some really pretty eyelash kind of trim that I have picked up at Hobby Lobby. Let me see if I can show you here. This was on clearance at my Hobby Lobby, so I picked up 2 yards just to have extra for myself. So I used that for like a choker, and then I also used it for her waist. I did give her some black pearls. These are just from Walmart. They come 8 to a pack. I forgot how much these were, but they were very cheap, and you get 8 strands on here. So those are from Walmart, and they are in the crafty section with all the like painting t-shirt stuff and boas and stuff like that. So that's where I found those. And then I did give her a cape. She's a witch, so I had picked up just like a half a yard of this fabric at Hobby Lobby, and I don't know if it's still on sale, but it's I got it for 30% off. So it's like fake velvet type of material. So I only got a half a yard. I've already used a piece of this in the coffin that I created, and then I just cut another strip of this to make a cape for her because again, she is a witch. So, and I didn't want to cut too much. I wanted, things to peek through. So I just took one point of it, hot glued it to her dress here, and hot glued here as well because I didn't want to cover this area, and just let it drape down as you see it there, and then back up again, and did the same thing. And I hot glued it to her body, but also really close to this, which is a black doily that I had gotten from Michael's. I think there's still a little piece left. Oh no, I used it to cover her up, I think. Did I? No. I don't know where that other piece went if I didn't use it. Anyway, I might have just put it away. So that just made the bodice part of her dress, and to cover the 2 points where this meets this, I just put this black rose cabochon that someone gave me. I don't remember who, but thank you anyways, whoever you are. I used it on this project. I wanted to use a lot of black. To cover up, because you see it's see-through, you can see through the crocheted doily. I just put a large ruffle lace trim that looks like this. So it was this one. It's upside down there, and both of these pieces wrap around the whole body. And it is movable, so and I did put the pearls over it. I think I mentioned that already. So then after I made this part, I added the tulle, which is these 2 pieces here. This is from the Dollar Tree, and it almost looks orange. I really don't know what color it's supposed to be, but it almost looks orange, and it's just like a glitter tulle. And then that one's from the Dollar Tree, and this one I had picked up at Hobby Lobby. I used a coupon on it, so I didn't pay much. I wasn't sure how much of the stuff I was going to use. I knew I was going to put it in the dress, but I wasn't sure how much, so I just used that. And then I just cut strips and hot glued them to the box, and just made like, I don't know, about 4 layers thick, and I just kept going in it, and it just came out really nice and puffy, like a tutu dress. I went all the way around the box and the body, but leaving the front open so you could see the actual Apothecary space there. And then I decided to put the scarf, which comes from the Dollar Tree. I cut it up into thirds, whatever I had left, because I did use a piece of it on the witch hat, which is going to kind of go with this. I think I need to add one more thing to this, though, to make it match. I think I'm going to just glue in some orange berries. I don't know. You'll see. If you've already seen the pictures, you'll know whether or not I added it. Anyway, so I cut the rest of this piece into thirds. Actually, I had a piece left. I used it like a belt. I glued it here. I kind of, with just hot glue, I tacked the three together instead of sewing them. There's a seam right here. That's where it's just strips of scarf. And then I just hot glued here. You could feel it a little bit to bring it up. I wanted it to kind of look like a ball gown, so that it would have this look, a little puffy and raised and open. Did it to both sides. I did run the hot glue here and you know, put those two seams together. And I did kind of do I forgot what you call that. I just put some more hot glue and folded it so there's none of this, you know, unfinished edge showing. And it kind of looks like I did a seam there. And then on top of this, around the waist, I did a little bit of like a tutu trim that's from Hobby Lobby as well. And I don't know if you can see what it looks like here, but I have some of this black stuff. It's like double layer. On top of that, I added some more of this eyelash type of trim. And then I went around the waist with the last scrap of this stuff and kind of created a belt. And I did one knot in the back. Kind of looks like a bow here. Just a little something extra. Put her cape back down. Okay. And on top of that, I added another trim here, and it's hard to see what it looks like. I don't know if it's going to focus on that or not. But let me show you here. I had also picked this up at Hobby Lobby. It was on clearance for $2. Where's the... It looks like this. So that goes over a little bit on this, and then it finishes off this lace here. So it all just looks finished. In front of her body and in front of all of that, I just put this black glittered spider that was on the floral spray that I picked up from the Dollar Tree that had these flowers on there. They have a couple of spiders on that same spray. To kind of match, there goes my lighting from my monitor. The hat that I had done, because the hat is actually going to go with this. Hopefully I can fit it all together in the same box. I put on one of those flowers. In the center, I didn't like how it looked, so I put this acrylic bead there. And this is actually a tassel that I picked up, and I had for a couple of years now. This was part of it, the top. I really wanted to use it because I've just been hoarding it for so long, and I didn't know where I was going to put it in, but I thought it looked great here. It's just, you know, a little extra. And on one of these black pieces, I tied on a key that says secret, and this is the key to her apothecary. So I think that's it on the dress form. Now on the box itself, you've seen the paint that I had did, and that I had sprayed it with that gold Gilder's Gold spray. I had some chipboard Halloween pieces. I think they were Recollections, which now doesn't exist, so I put a cat in there. I thought that would be nice, you know, the witch's cat. But that's all I did on the outside of the box itself. Let me move this key that's getting in the way. Alright, so now on the inside, I wish I had lit it up inside with some lighting, but it's such a small space, and the lighting, the battery powered light, is just way too many lights on it. So I'm thinking, you know, we could just pop a little light in the front here. So in the little top shelf here, now this says poison. this sign and some of the other labels and like that is from my digital collection. So either from Wicked, which I believe this is from Wicked, and then like that is from my build or create a scene or build a scene kit that I just came out with. I'll put the links down below if I remember. So this is like the special shelf with the special potions, and this is the first time I created my own little bottles with beads. I picked up all those beads from Walmart recently. And then there's two little tiny bottles here that are just filled with glitter. None of this is movable. They're all glued down. So just like, you know, Halloween colored glitter. And then down here, there are some items in here that are movable and usable. Like the book, which I showed this a few videos ago. And I'll pull these out later. But all three of these bottles come out and you could use the glitter that's in there. There's some matchsticks. And then this one comes out. So let me explain the back. Now you could see the glitter or the sparkle on the wall. That's what I really wanted. That if you light up a candle here in front, not too close of course to the fabric, but something to light it up, or one of the battery powered probably better, you will see the shine of the glimmer. So in the back we have a frame of a witch. The image is from my Wicked collection. The frame is one of these Michael's embellishments that come 2 in a pack, so I finished this pack finally. And I did paint it with some gold, Emperor Gold paint. That's the name of the color. I don't remember the brand. I think I've already put that. Oh no, here it is. It's from Deco Art, Emperor's Gold. This was the spray I already showed you earlier that I used for that glimmers look. And I also rubbed the edges, you see the dark rubbings, with some of this Inca Gold hematite. Okay, so then I did create some drawers, and these drawers are filled with her ingredients for her potions. I'll open them up later. But the paper that you see on them is from my Wicked collection. Those are just the scraps that I had left over from when I made my mini album. In the very back, a little stack of books there. That is from the Build a Scene kit. Spooky Build a Scene kit. And then the back, this is glued down. I did fill it with like little beads, but you can't see it. It has the Eye of Newt label from one of those kits of mine. And here, this is not closed for good. You can pull this out and use it. Now all the lids I distressed a little bit with some black soot. This is one of my labels. I had to use my what's it called? I can't think. Anyway, this is potion number 7, but all it is some like a lime green glitter, which she can use if she wants to. Here's another bottle that I created just using the beads. Again, here's the potions and spells, witches spells, secret witches spells. Open if you dare. And again, you can open this up, and there are some stamped images, some actual little spells that I found online. You can actually use it, write it, whatever. So what I'm using to hold that in place is a large skull bead that I had picked up last year at AC Moore. You can see the paper here that's covering the little matchbooks, which is a pack of, I think, let's see, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. A pack of 10 that I got at the Dollar Tree. Still have 4 left for another project. The wrapping, all the paper that I used to wrap it is just from the scraps that I had from my mini that I created. So now here we have a tiny little bottle, potion bottle, which it's not clear, is it? Okay. Sopophorus, whatever that is. It is just some like a coppery green, a coppery orange glitter. You can open this up and use it. I did rub on some more of the Inca Gold hematite on the lid, so it's not too new looking. And then we have 100% pure elixir of life. It's just purple glitter. quite a lot in here so she can use it. The last one, and I'm going to have to stick this down a little better. This is a sticker from some labels that I had. Let me see if I can find it from Seven Gypsies. I've had this since last year as well. But the stuff doesn't stick very well like it should. And you can't open it, and all I did was stick in some of the matchsticks that actually came out of these things, because I threw out most of them and just for looks, but she can use them if she wants to. Oh, and on the side here is another chipboard that came with the cat as well, Witch's Potion, just shaped like a bottle. So I thought that was like, you know, a little more dimension. Another bottle in there. So these are all removable, and I'm just gonna stuff it with like paper and something so nothing moves in the shipping. So now for the inside of the drawers. Now the drawers, I used just little purple beads for pulls, and they're just hot glued on, but it still opens up. Now what I did do, all the edges and stuff, and you can kind of see a little bit of the original color. What I did was I just took a black marker and just kind of ran across as much as I could to cover up as much of that as possible, so you wouldn't see it. And I did ink the edges of every little piece of paper that I cut with the black soot. So in here, every little witch has a stash of candy. So she's just got these little candy corns. Also come with the cat chipboard here. She could use these for whatever. And I didn't line the inside. That's just too small for me to line. In this drawer, we have some skull heads for grounding up and doing something with. But they're just little skull beads in pink and black, which can be used. And I did pick these up, a strand of these at Walmart. And in here is a large rubber stretchy spider from the Dollar Tree for the ingredients of some special potions, and they come like this. I like the way they move, and they are stretchy. It's just, you know. Anyway, next, oops. The last drawer on this side is some, a couple of, what are these called? Flies. My goodness, just a couple of flies. Again, just some more ingredients, and of course, and get be used. Those are also from the Dollar Tree. And here are the tiny little spiders that I've been using a lot of. I put a few in there, and those are from where are they from? Michael's. And in this particular one, I forgot what I put in here. Oh, this just has some more little chipboard, and these are pumpkins with different faces on them. So again, from the same collection. I forgot to mention that I did add some feet. I didn't know if I wanted to or not, but I'm glad I did. And it was kind of hard to get them all so that everything was level. So I had to add like extra glue in some places and turn the balls in another. These are just wooden balls that I had. I didn't even change the color because it seemed like they matched perfectly. And one last thing that I did was around the edges of this, I did go with that same paint, that paint there, just to brighten it up and to show off the edge a little more so that you could see the outline of the Apothecary cabinet or shadow box. So I believe that is it. Okay, so there it is, my Apothecary Dressform, Apothecary Halloween witch Dressform. I don't know. You know what I'm trying to say. So again, I might add a little something here, but I don't know yet. I'm thinking I'm done, but you know how you look at things and you're like, maybe I can add just one more thing, but I know this is already over the top. Anyway, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye now.